Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, lots going on, so much to talk about. Obviously, there's the injury update on Wesley Fofana. Andrey Santos, the Brazilian wonder kid, another Brazilian wonder kid, is lined up for Chelsea. And Christopher Vivell. And also, there's a match going on at the moment, Man United versus Burnley. I'm very keen on Ian Martson. So let's get on with this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Good to have you guys all again. Let's talk about all the latest that's been happening. Before we get into the Andrey Santos situation, which is absolutely breaking the social media world at the moment from a Chelsea perspective, let's talk about the Wesley Fofana update on his injury. And I want to give you guys my thoughts around this now that we know a little bit more about what's going on. First of all, Fabrizio Romano tweeted out, Wesley Fofana expected to return in 3 or 4 weeks after knee injury in the last friendly game. It's not serious injury. 3 to 4 weeks, I get it. It's not a long time, but still, with the matches that we've got lined up coming up, it's quite detrimental not having that sort of a depth. For me, as I said, look, once Wesley Fofana got injured, Chalobah really stood up and he ended up being the standout defender before the World Cup started. So for me, it's a bit of a status quo. Nothing really changes, to be honest. We've still got Thiago Silva. We've still got Koulibaly. At times, we use Marc Cucurella as LCB, and some people are a little bit annoyed by that. But the fact is, he has played that for Brighton under Graham Potter and actually has done well. One of the reasons for Cucurella was his versatility. Can play LCB, can play left wing back, can play left back. So for me, it's a bit of a status quo, and the fact that Reece James is coming back, which is also very, very handy and helpful indeed. So 3 to 4 weeks. Now the question is, everyone that was asking and everyone that wanted to know, is it the same knee? We didn't know. We were waiting. Apparently, it is the same knee. Wesley Fofana has had scans on what is believed to be a recurrence of the stretched knee ligament he suffered in October. So whatever he suffered in October, if you guys remember, he's impacted that again. A full time frame for his recovery is yet to be determined, but he's expected to be out of contention to face Bournemouth. Now, Wesley Fofana came out yesterday in social media saying that it would be less than a week. You've got Fabrizio Romano saying about 3 to 4 weeks. Look, the biggest concern in this whole piece is the fact that it's that same knee again. I know some people are trying to downplay this by saying, Miz, it's an impact injury. Well, impact is something that you're not going to get rid of in the Premier League. Like, you can't disappear impact. He's going to have to face impact. In the future, it's not like he's going to just shy away from challenges and he's not going to go into tackle. There is going to be impact in the Premier League in the highest order, and not just in the Premier League, in any league. So impact injury is not something that I'm worried about here. What I'm worried about, it's the same knee that has buckled up again. I tweeted out just a moment ago saying, this is, check this out. I don't know if you guys know this. This is Wesley Fofana's 6th knee injury in his short career. I believe he's 22, 23 max. I think he's 22 so far. Second one at Chelsea in the space of few months. Better due diligence is needed when recruiting next time. Once again, I'm not hating. This guy's our player. Like, I'm not hating on him or anything like that. I'm just saying that, have a look at this image. Have a look at this image. I'm just saying that since 1920, knee injury, August 10th, 2019, 56 days missed. That was in Saint Etienne. Again, 1920, 19 days missed in Saint Etienne. 12 days missed. Knee injury again for Leicester, 6 days missed. Okay. Thigh muscle strain, don't worry about that. I'm not interested about that. Fibular fracture, I'm not worried about that. That was the big break that he had. I can't put that on him. 41 days missed, that's a freak accident, right? Chelsea, knee injury, 11 days. And now the latest one, which they haven't put as yet, 71 days missed already at Chelsea. Further 3 to 4 weeks are going to be missed. All I'm saying is, we need to look into history of the player, the injury records. with all these, off-field recruitments that we're going to do, I need better planning moving forward. And someone like Wesley Fofana, I still stand by it. This is my opinion, is I don't think we necessarily needed him during summer. Fine player, fine defender. We've seen the best of him. But was that what was required in summer last season? I completely feel had we just trusted Chalobah and also had Colwell as the backup and maybe a player like Ampadu, that probably would have suited us better. We're linked with Vardiol anyway at the moment. And then on top of that, we could have used that money at that time in midfield or in attack. So something for us to think about moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about this Wesley Fofana situation. Really would love to hear from you guys how you feel about this particular scenario. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, the planning needs to be well, and I'm glad that we've now finally secured the signature of Christopher Vivell from Red Bull Leipzig. This was made official quite early in UK time today. Chelsea FC is pleased to announce the appointment of Christopher Vivell as the club's new technical director, which is great. Look, I hope all of these people, Christopher Vivell, then you've got that Lawrence Stewart, you've got Joe Shields, you've got I think Carl Macaulay and many others. Neil Bath is in the mix as well. I hope all of these people now come together and work out a proper plan for Chelsea Football Club on every single player. Not only the players that we're going to bring in, but the players that we have. We're going to talk about the latest sensation that we're looking to purchase or in the process of already purchasing, Andrey Santos. All of these players, we need to have a plan. Chukwuemeka, Cesar Kasedi, and many more that we're looking to bring in and already have in the football club. So I hope these people down the track, our transfer business is done with a lot more planning, more astuteness, and more thought process going behind it. Because I feel like something like Wesley Fofana, I don't know whether that was the wisest decision at that time, knowing we had some form of centre backs in our ranks already. We could have used that money elsewhere. So something to think about down the track. Now, in regards to this Brazilian wonder kid midfielder, Andrey Santos, let's have a look at the news. I don't know too much about this particular player because I don't watch Vasco da Gama in the Brazilian league. But I've seen some clips since we first got introduced to this particular player. Brazilian journalist Bruno Braz reports that Vasco and Chelsea have closed the signing of 18-year-old Brazilian midfielder Andrey Santos. He says he's expected to undergo medical tests and sign a contract. The values are already closed, but are kept secret by the party. So great news. Yeah, this is building up for the future. Some of you guys are wondering, where does he play Miz? We're going to get to that. Liam Toomey, so this is serious. This is happening. Liam Toomey, David Owenstein, everyone's reporting this. As per Pedrosa, Lucas Pedrosa is the one who's broke this particular news. Chelsea are close to finalizing a deal to sign Brazilian teenager Andrey Santos from Vasco da Gama. More with David Owenstein. So check that article out if you get the time. I just want to go through the news before I give you guys my thoughts around it. Andrey Santos, 18, has been sold to Chelsea for an undisclosed amount. Newcastle and Man City have lost out, which is huge. To be able to beat Newcastle and Man City in order to get this signature, that just shows that maybe the future, the up-and-coming potential players do see that there is something big in terms of project happening at Chelsea Football Club. I think Christopher Vivell, when he joined earlier today, he made a statement that this is one of the greatest projects that's happening in world football at the moment, which is Chelsea Football Club. The player chose Chelsea as they emphasized how they will develop him, which is fantastic once again. Some people are saying he was somewhere around 12 million euros, 10 million euros, but someone is saying he's about to cost us 40 million euros. And do you know what? I probably wouldn't be too surprised or shocked by this, because some of the money that's been going for Andrey, there was this other brother, Victor, whoever else recently, another Brazilian wonder kid. He's got a release clause of 100 million euros. This particular player, apparently 40 million euros for Andrey Santos, as per, I don't know who this particular person is, Tebo Schmidt, wow, that's hefty. This is what Felix is saying. Felix is very much connected with the development squad and the youth academy. Either way, our midfield is and has been in need of a revamp for years. And judging by the word of Brazilian fans and the new team we have in place with the data-driven approach, can only be gassed about this. Now, let's have a look at where does he play? What can he bring for us? And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of details about what I've seen so far in the footage that I've seen, the very little footage that I've seen. First of all, Andrey Santos, 18 years old, as you can see over here, 179 centimeters tall, so approximately 1.8 meters. Plays in midfield, as you can see, MCDM, so midfield, central midfield, defensive midfield is his position. Strengths, ground duels, positioning, tackling, weakness, discipline. You better, I mean, he's young, so hopefully he can work on that. As you can see, the heat map as well, very, very heavily involved in the middle of the park, either side of the field. So for me, and this is in 2022, let's have a look at 2021 in the Brazilian League. He didn't have much going on. Obviously, this is his breakthrough season where he's showcasing his talent. Look, for me, this particular player, ladies and gentlemen, seems like, you know how we're talking about Declan Rice and that defensive midfielder? The clips that I've seen, this guy is a proper central midfielder, defensive midfielder, loves getting stuck into, tackles, winning balls, ground duels, challenges and all that. And, decent on the ball to play out from the back. At times can drive into dangerous positions up front into the box. He's good in the air with his heading ability, but predominantly he seems like, from the clips that I've seen, enjoys being in the central of the midfield, playing as the deepest midfielder, more horizontally, side to side, and literally just breaking down play. He loves getting stuck into tackles and whatnot. So if that's the kind of player, and I know we're not going to use him straight away in the first team, but if that's the kind of player we're bringing in our development squad, and we're looking into perhaps one day integrating them into the first team more quicker than people sort of expect. I think hopefully within 1 year in the development and then slowly gets eased in. It makes you think, are we really going to go for players like Declan Rice? He's going to cost a bit of money. Are we just building enough for the future? Don't forget, there's still Chukwuemeka. What do we want out of him? Cesar Casady, what do we want out of him? What are we doing with the likes of N'Golo Kante, with Jorginho, with Kovacic? So there's a lot of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. You bring in players like Declan Rice as well, which I've got no issues about it at the moment. We can get him. But where is the plan? That's what I'm saying. Where is the plan for all of these players? Check out the footage of Andrey Santos and you'll see exactly what he does on the field. So let me know how you feel about Andrey Santos, ladies and gentlemen. I'm okay. I mean, if we are looking for these gems for the future, I'm absolutely okay with that. I know it's a lot of money, but it is what it is. Build enough for the future, and these players are hype. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, come back stronger, Armando. This is from Chelsea Football Club. Armando Broya put this Instagram post earlier today. Pleased to say I underwent a successful operation this morning. Time to rest up before starting my road to recovery. Look, he's out for the season. Glad that he's had a very good operation. As you can see the picture over there. Wish him the best. I wish him the best and I hope he recovers well. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know everything, how you felt about all the news that we've gone through, especially the Wesley Fofana situation, the injury stuff. Do you really think he's injury prone? For me, the way I've seen all of those knee injuries, how can you not say that he's not injury prone? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is his sixth knee related. Now, a lot of people are saying two other ones that are major out of all of those six and they're impact related. Well, you can't get rid of impact, mate. You're not going to get rid of impact. So something to think about. I'm going to continue on watching Man United versus Burnley. I really want to see how Ian Martin performs. You let me know how you feel about everything we've talked about. Until next time, see ya. Make sure you smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe.